Oh, we talk about Hoey.
Chatters. Dun-dun-dun. Look at that. We got a fun little setup going on. We could hide this for now. We don't gotta look at it now, but that's what we're starting with today. That's what we're spending probably a good chunk of the stream doing today. Because right after I ended stream yesterday, Mr. Ray Vaughn dropped another track. And then Daylight dropped another track. And then Joey Badass dropped another track. So we got some listening to do, chat. I'm tired of the copyright claims on the channel. I almost was about to, and it actually started the recording for me to just record these and not do it on stream. Just because I don't like getting them copyright claims, and it takes a while for me to clean it all up. But what's LND? I don't know what album LND. What's LND? Yeah, we got some. Oh, Legends Never Die. That feels unnecessary, but I did not hear that. They're just trying to keep milking him for more cash. They're like, oh yeah, The Party Never Ends is gonna be his last album. Now we're gonna do a deluxe for every album that came out since he died over the course of the next 5 years, so we could keep draining money out of his name. At least the Juice World fans are eating. But right now, the Joey Badass fans are eating. So we got some diss tracks to check out. We're gonna get into in a few minutes. We're gonna give it a minute for some more people to filter in. Cuddy didn't clear his verse. Oh, that's tragic. Been saying it for a minute since we were streaming yesterday. Joey Badass is up right now. So Ray Vaughn and Daylight are gonna have to turn it up. Especially in the quality of the songs themselves. The disses have been good, don't get me wrong, but they have not been good songs, especially from Daylight. I don't know if it's him or his label. You're talking about Cuddy? I'd imagine it's probably the label. I don't see why Cuddy doesn't have a reason to not clear it personally. Ugh. Oh, T-Mac, what's up? Over on Twitch today, I see. We already got 3 tracks to check out, and by the rate that these shits are dropping, we might get another one before stream ends. So, this is going to be another probably gaming-less stream. So, yeah. It's a beautiful song anyway. I don't think I've heard it, but I'm looking forward to it now. That's nice. We got a lot of music coming out within the next month. We got the Carter 6 is coming out in June. UI Scooty is coming out in June, new Thug album. Slick Rick is dropping a new album in June. Whew. YouTube preferred? No, I don't have a preference. I just used to you being in the YouTube chat. Jid in August, yeah, I know. I was so upset when he gave us the date. I was like, bro, I thought it would be coming out by like June. But it's gonna be album of the year most likely. I think he doesn't have a whole lot of competition. I think the only people who really have the potential to drop a better album than him are J. Cole, and that's kind of it. Because I'm not thinking Kendrick's dropping anything project-wise. I'm not thinking Travis is dropping anything project-wise outside of Jack Boys 2. And I don't think a Jack Boys project is Jid project potential. I think God Does Like Ugly will probably be album of the year. Tekka gonna drop a form probably? Yeah, but do you think the Tekka album is gonna be better than the Jid album? Because I don't. Dark Thoughts is an amazing song, though. Yeah, I'm excited for the Thug album. Because I really like that single he dropped with Future, Money on Money. That shit's fire. Money on money, these millions, you dig? I'm spending this shit on my bitch and my kid. Like I was talking about yesterday, talking about some... I don't want to talk about music as much on the stream unless someone specifically asks me a question about it. And then this fucking rap beef shit goes on. I'm like, well, I shouldn't be saying this now because we're in a moment of exception. When it's not the subject of the stream, I don't want to talk about it as much just because a lot of people lurking and a lot of other chatters probably don't care. If I'm like playing Fortnite or playing Minecraft, they probably don't care about the music opinions. I'll still talk about my Apple Replay monthly and yearly. I'll still do my tier list every year. I'll still tell you guys when like there's something really, really good that came out that I've listened to or something really, really bad. And we will most definitely follow rap beefs. And I will still do an occasional album reaction stream on Twitch exclusively when I'm really hyped for it. But rap beef is something else. Rap beef is something I'm fine with having to go through the effort of muting the songs after the fact. But I'm just letting you guys know. You better hope that you're enjoying the reactions as they go, because the VODs are still going to be up after the fact, but the reactions are going to have the music muted, because I'm trying to eliminate as many copyright claims on the channel as possible. Climbing game hoping. You know, the more I think about it, the more I think there is a possibility that I do come back to that game at some point. I don't know how soon. Probably not very, but I think there's a good possibility that I come back to it eventually at some point. So yeah. Somebody go get me. That's not what I thought it was, but it's more than I bargained for. Somebody go get me sober. They gonna have to come for me, Got out my comfort zone to be your missing company. About the way that you just never gave it up to me. But let me know that I could get it any day of the week. If talk is cheap, well then I'm broke with both hands on the sweep of cleaning up dirty secrets. Told you that I didn't want the gushy, but I didn't mean it. Take her home and I'ma bust it at the residence. When I get the gushy, I go dumb like the president. Yes, Lord, I'm way up. Word the second your way up. If the gushy was a sneaker, ippy moccasin trainer. If the gushy wasn't so sweet, I could save it for later. Alright. That song's been stuck in my head for days now. It's a fucking classic. Shout out Anderson .Paak, one of the greatest. Easily one of the greatest. Alright, chat. Are we ready to start listening to these diss tracks? Ray Vaughn. Golden Eye. I'm gonna hit the record button so I could save this without having the YouTube compression, because that shit sucks. Alright. The picture for this one's kind of crazy. It looks like a bunch of... I'm assuming these are just a bunch of Pro Era guys. I don't know a lot of the Pro Era guys by face. But we got Joey in the middle, and they all got, boom, reticles on their heads. Also, if the screen ever gets in the way, just let me know, and I can always make it smaller than I already have it. It's not really that important. It's just so you guys can see the covers. So. Yes, Lord, I'm way up. Where the second you way up? Alright, we ready, chat? Golden Eye, Ray Vaughn, Joey Badass, diss track. Let's run it.
They done let that nigga off that casting couch. They let that nigga off that fucking...
What? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? That's how you're starting, bro? Oh, you know what? Before we even continue, because of that fuck-ass line throwing me off, do we prefer how I have it set up right now, or how we did it yesterday? Because I could go back to this. What do we think? Travis, holy shit, what's up, bro? We're covering rat beef right now. These motherfuckers are dropping like crazy. Do we prefer this or this? Because when I'm talking about some crazy shit, I can always go back to the full cam if we're on this. I don't know, I kind of like the dramatic effect of going full cam. What do you guys think? Should I just leave it full cam, or should I should I leave it like this like we did yesterday? What do you guys think? You're on break at work? Nice. Yes, Lord, I'm way up. You like full cam? Alright. We'll run it this way then. I'm sorry, I got really thrown off by that first line talking about casting couches. What, bro?
They done let that nigga off that casting couch. They let that nigga off that fucking slide through the kitchen and shit. Yeah. Johnson & Johnson.
Holy shit, I gotta get back on Troy and ain't say shit. Heard he out here begging for Dot. I let the case spit get smacked down, thinking.
Heard he begging for Dot. I let the K spit. Okay.
And ain't say shit. Heard he out here begging for Dot. I let the case spit get smacked down.
I kind of want to hear that other bar again. It has been a while, Travis. All right, bet Storm, bet.
Slide through the kitchen and shit. Yeah. Johnson & Johnson.
Holy shit, I gotta get back on Troy and ain't say shit. Heard he out here begging for Dot. I let the case spit get smacked down, thinking re-wrestling with all them Ray flips. Little shots ain't hurt Von Wick. I'm in the Matrix.
Okay, I like that. I like what he's doing there.
On Troy and ain't say shit. Heard he out here begging for Dot. I let the case spit get smacked down, thinking re-wrestling with all them Ray flips. Little shots ain't hurt Von Wick. I'm in the Matrix. Electrician, oh, we out here flexing with his power check. Had a nigga pushing up daisies, it's a flower set. You trooping with this nigga, then why y'all ain't deployed? I heard you was sliding no Diddy, but won't slide for your. I was signed for.
Slide for Diddy. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what?
Flexing with his power check. Had a nigga pushing up daisies, it's a flower set. You trooping with this nigga, then why y'all ain't deployed? I heard you was sliding no Diddy, but won't slide for your.
Oh, sliding on Diddy. That's kind of crazy. Busy with school and now graduation's in 4 days. Get a break. That's nice. That's exciting, graduating. Okay. Hold on. You already know. I have them ready just in case I want some specifications. Got this. Vaughn Wickham in the Matrix. I heard y'all was sliding on Diddy, but won't slide for your boy? What? Who's he talking about? Twitch lets you do audio only, right? I don't. Are you talking about like on mobile? I'm not sure. No, Travis, this is straight up a diss track. This is like the middle of rap beef. This is a diss track on Joey Badass. The cover is literally a dot on Joey Badass's head. It's a diss track. Okay, let's keep listening now. I don't know what he's talking about. Wouldn't slide for your boy. I don't know what boy he's talking about.
I was signed for 5 years and got blocked by COVID. You were signed for like 20 and still ain't got motion.
Okay. So he's flipping Joey saying that like he's been signed for 5 years. But how are you getting blocked by COVID in the music industry? Was the music industry like that? Also, that's just like making excuses. W audio only. Nice. I'm confused though. Like, got blocked by COVID. People were still listening to music during COVID. I don't know. I feel like that's just making an excuse. And he's saying that Joey's been signed for 20 years and still got no motion. He has a lot more motion than you, Rayvon. A lot more motion than you. I never get the rap beef shit. I mean, yeah, that's true, but there are plenty of people who don't even do shows like that who are relevant. I don't know, though. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't like people talking about like pocket watching and money stuff when they have less money. Like Rick Ross, when he dissed Drake, saying that he has more money than Drake is insane. Because we all know that's not true. Most people make most of their money from shows. Most big artists make a vast amount of their money from shows. That is definitely true. But Joey wasn't just attacking his wealth. He was attacking his relevance. So, like, and honestly, that's almost more important in the music industry. So you can't use the COVID as an excuse for not being relevant. Because it took you 5 years to drop a diss track on Joey Badass, and that's why your name's in people's mouths. You know what I'm saying? Talking about more money's not a valid reason anyway. It's valid to an extent because it's a signifier of people liking your music. So it's definitely valid to an extent. That's why there's so much money talk in rap beef.
For 5 years and got blocked by COVID. You were signed for like 20 and still ain't got motion. You had legends in your corner and still turned out boneless. Just a Forbes list miss with a bad boy bonus.
Ooh, okay. I like that. The bad boy bonus. Talk about his connects to Diddy. That's crazy. But it is kind of already something Joey addressed. But I guess if you're taking an angle, go all in at it. I guess I can't hold him too hard for that. But saying you had legends behind your back still came out boneless. I don't know. I think that you're just using like general insults there. It feels like, you know what I'm saying. I don't know. And again, this is another example of like he's kind of just rapping and having some diss bars on like an okay beat with okay flows. Like it's not necessarily a good song, which isn't the most important part. But look at Not Like Us. Like again, that wasn't my favorite track in the beef. Far from it, actually. But it's a great song, and the fact that it was super listenable really helped put those nails in Drake's coffin. And I feel like Rayvon and Daylight are struggling immensely to make songs that contain both good disses and are worth listening to outside of your first listen. You know what I'm saying?
Look, CJ got no hit, Kirk got no hit, you ain't got no hit, so Pro Era don't exist.
Okay, CJ Fly got no hits. Are arguably true. I mean, CJ Fly and Kirk Knight are not very relevant. So if you're using the relevance angle, I would argue he's probably correct to say that he's more relevant than they are. But saying that Joey Badass has no hits is crazy. He's got a platinum song, bro. Like, Devastated is platinum. Joey's very relevant, especially compared to you, Mr. Ray Vaughn. But I don't know. I'm not loving the you're irrelevant and have no hits angle, because you are objectively less relevant and objectively have less hits. Not in terms of popularity, though, really. But he has, like 1999 is considered by many, including myself, a classic already. And he was 17 when he made that shit. It's my favorite mixtape of all time. It's my 6th favorite project of all time. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I mean, I've always been a massive Joey Badass fan, so I've always been here telling people to put some respect on Joey Badass' name, because he's been one of my favorites for a while now. But all right, let's let it run. We're only 43 seconds into this song.
DJ got no hit, Kirk got no hit, you ain't got no hit, so
Go to album streams don't matter. Yeah, but he's saying hit. When you're talking about a hit, it's not about like, oh, this album is really, really, really good. When you say it's a hit, it means it did really, really, really well. You know what I'm saying? But Lucid Dreams, regardless, is an incredibly big hit. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, it's a hit, regardless of how good it is.
boy bonus. Look, CJ got no hit, Kirk got no hit, you ain't got no hit, so Pro Era don't exist. TDE East, nigga, ain't that about a bitch? You got a label full of artists, every blog post skip. I'm a D1 crack.
Okay, you got a label full of artists, every blog post skip. I like that. I don't. It's not really a label, but it is a crew, so I guess it kind of counts if he's talking about Pro Era there.
Ain't that about a bitch? You got a label full of artists, every blog post skip.
I just realized we didn't go back to here. We'll stay here.
Dummy as it gets. Indian street food, a nigga made it off the wrist. A nigga made it out of wheel, but my name ain't Jaden Smith. Thinking I ain't got his number, bitch, he authorized the hit.
Shots words always coming from your lips. If you standing next
Wait, hold on. I want to run that back real quick.
Made it off the wrist. A nigga made it out of wheel, but my name ain't Jaden Smith. Thinking I ain't got his number, bitch, he authorized the hit.
shots words
Who's he talking about there? All right, we're going back to here because we're going back to the lyrics. D1 crashed out on my dummy as to get Indian street food, made it off the wrist, made it out of will, but my name ain't Jaden Smith. Thinking I ain't got his number, bitch, he authorized the hit? Interesting. Interesting. He's talking about Mr. Kendrick Lamar Duckworth. He's saying Kendrick, he said, oh, I don't have his phone number. He authorized me dropping this diss on your ass. I don't know the truth to that, but we'll see. We'll see.
shots words always coming from your lips. If you're standing next to Diddy, then you shouldn't mention Dick. Cause if they ever show that footage, you gon' have to plead the fifth. I'm the
First of all, if there is any footage, why you seen it, Ray? Why you seen it? Why you seen it? Think about that, chat. Think about that. Why he seen it? Why he seen it? Why if there's footage of some crazy shit with Joey Badass and P Diddy, why he seen it? Oh my god, that's too good.
nigga, you should dread. I'm on your head, I'm Von Wick. Them gay lines is out of pocket.
Vaughn Wick. I don't like he's doing these Vaughn Wick bars on a song called GoldenEye. GoldenEye is about is James Bond. It's not John Wick. Whatever. He could have literally said James Vaughn or Ray Bond or something like that. Like it's not, they still kind of rhyme.
I ain't never been at Diddy house, so Raya gonna be shocked when all that footage out. Couldn't get it.
What footage? Talking about his fucking fiance is gonna be shocked when the footage comes out. Again, why you seen it, bro? And does it even exist? And again, if it does, why you seen it?
Grammy and said, fucking nigga, put me on that casting couch.
Good game.
That's the type of dick licking shit you should be rapping about.
Oh, whoa.
Soraya gonna be shocked when all that footage out. Couldn't get a Grammy and said, fucking nigga, put me on that casting couch. That's the type of dick licking shit you should be rapping about.
Ew. I really hope this shit ain't true. I mean, Joey said I was at the party, but I never seen a freak off. I hope Joey was telling the truth there. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, chat. Speaking of y'all, I'm gonna move y'all so we can see you guys. Well, let's see. I really hope this shit ain't true, cause that's some nasty shit.
Big TDE, what you know about me? Gas tank on ERB, crash out. Nigga tuck his tail in a Troy beef. Now nigga talk street, but his credit is maxed out. Rap for 20 years, still ain't made big three. Now he went to TV cause he
Rap for 20 years, still ain't made big three. See, I got a hot take. If we're talking about rapping ability, just raw rapping skill, I do think he's in the big three of the 2010s. I think it's J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Joey Badass, not in that order. Kendrick at the top. You could switch Cole and Joey either way, depending on my mood. But my favorite Joey project's better than my favorite. I mean, my favorite Cole project's better than my favorite Joey project. Not by a lot, though. But my next favorite Cole project is worse than my next favorite, like, few Joey projects. So I don't know, but they're really close to me. That's the point I'm trying to make. It's Kendrick, and then it's Joey and Cole, really close to each other. But
it is maxed out. Rap for 20 years, still ain't made big three.
Wrong.
Now he went to TV cause he knew you were cast out. Couldn't get him.
I don't think he's a cast out, bro. But okay. He's still doing stuff with, like, some of the biggest rappers in New York right now. Like, he's still doing tracks with, like, the West Side Guns of the world. Just to think of the first one that came to mind. Ooh. You guys have been dropping a ton outside of these disses, though. So I can't think of any other examples off the top of my head. I'm trying to think of, like, his most recent drops, but I don't know.
Verse from the HOV. Now you at Diddy house and you putting your back clout chasing, going after dot for the control. Fuck the clout chasing, nigga. Why you giving up your hoe? Oh, you a badass.
I don't like his phrasing. It's just like you're making it extra gross. Giving up your hole, bro. Rave on. You are talking on some nasty shit, bro. That's gross. Like,
for the control, fuck the clout chasing, nigga. Why you giving up your hoe? Oh, you a badass, a bad boy. There you go. Trying to cook a fake beef cause Puffy call you Sloppy Joe.
Ew. 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 Bro. Why is this song called GoldenEye, bro? Why is the song called GoldenEye, bro? It doesn't make any sense. You're just saying some freaky shit, bro. Ew.
Fuck it, I beat a Kendrick copy. Nigga, that's better than Bukkake's. You diddy.
Ew. Ray. I don't know if I can do this, chat. I don't know if I... Did he really just say, you know what, fuck it, I'll be Kendrick's copy? That's an L bar in the first place. And then he said that? I need to make sure I read that right. No, I read that right. Oh yeah, I read that right. I read that right, chat. I sure as hell read that right.
Nigga, that's better than Bukkake's.
What are we doing here, Rayvon?
You a badass, a bad boy, there you go. Trying to cook a fake beef cause Puffy call you Sloppy Joe. Fuck it, I beat a Kendrick.
Those are back to back too, bro.
Nigga, that's better than Bukkake's. You Diddy sidekick, how you got something to say? At the freak off for a week and you was calling me gay. But for the spice it was Takashi. And where was you at? Troy Ave entered the chat. Nigga, where was you at?
Okay, who's this Troy motherfucker he's talking about? Troy Ave? He said a lot of shit about Troy. Interesting. I didn't know about that. Nah, high key Storm. He's got to say some shit about that. I didn't know about that. I didn't even heard of Troy Ave. Tensions rose after release of Troy's Badass record. Joey stepped away from the beef without a diss response. That's, ooh. Well then, yeah, that's a valid ass thing to bring up, I guess. Hell yeah, that's like valid to bring up. All right, bro. This is a nasty ass fucking track though. Straight up, this shit's gross.
You wasn't trying to say New York and put that shit on your back. It took a California nigga just to get you to rap. 40 poking out like pegs on a mongoose. I can handle bars. You've been rapping 20 years straight. You work.
That's not necessarily true. He came back with the rulers back, not because someone prompted him to. Whatever, bro. I don't know how I'm feeling about this track, chat.
40 poking out like pegs on a mongoose. I can handle bars. You've been rapping 20 years straight. You work for Santa Claus. Secret handshakes and baby oil. Yeah, we saw that. That's what he meant when he was saying he with all that. Light years ahead.
Ew. Okay, I like that. That's a flip, but that's nasty. That he's with all that. Okay, bro.
You've been rapping 20 years straight. You work for Santa Claus.
He's not. But what is this 20 years shit? He's been rapping for like what 13 years.
Handshakes and baby oil, yeah, we saw that. That's what he meant when he was saying he with all that. Light years ahead, your name buzzing cause of mine. Last time we gave a fuck about you was
light years ahead, your name buzzing because of mine. Come on, bro. He dropped something talking about the entirety of the West Coast in what was hardly even a diss, and you dropped 2 whole diss tracks on that shit, bro. You know that shit's cap. Nobody knows you, Rayvon. They know you because of this shit. They only know you because of this shit. Chat, name one Rayvon song that has nothing to do with Joey Badass right the fuck now without looking it up. You can't. I can't. I know he dropped a project, The Good, The Bad, The Dollar Menu. I plan to listen to it, and I'll know the songs on that. But that's it. And I only would have ever gone out of my way to listen to this because I knew who Rayvon was because of the diss. If he had never dissed Joey Badass and I saw that shit came out, I would not have it on my backlog of projects to listen to. So say thank you, Joey. Come on, Ray. Say thank you, Joey. I'm waiting. Say thank you, Joey. Thank you, Mr. Badass.
Lost. Secret handshakes and baby oil, yeah, we saw that. That's what he meant when he was saying he with all that. Light years ahead, your name buzzing cause of mine. Last time we gave a fuck about you was 1999.
Not true, because his platinum record isn't even from 1999, although 1999 is definitely his best project.
1999, if I aim at your Big Apple, changes New York state of mind. Niggas playing with your name.
Okay.
That don't mean you play with mine, pussy. I know.
You brought yourself into this shit, Rayvon. You did it. He did not talk about you, bro.
Changes New York state of mind. Niggas playing with your name. That don't mean you play with mine, pussy. I know a guy from Brooklyn size that said you ran.
I like that beat switch. Hold up. I like that beat switch.
Niggas playing with your name. That don't mean you play with mine, pussy. I know a guy from Brooklyn size that said you ran from real demands and wouldn't slide. Why? Nigga, you was supposed to shoot like GoldenEye. You at the crib with Ocean Eyes. You should've put him close to God, but you not like that. The fuck made you think you close to Vine? I see that in your posture, you get posterized. CJ Fly dropped a diss too. Damn, for Pete's sake, poster guy. Pro.
Did he? Did CJ Fly post a diss track? I don't like disrespecting the pro era guys. I don't mind CJ Fly's music. Don't get me wrong, but if Ray Vaughn wants to take the you're irrelevant angle, I guess that's the way he could do it, is going at the other pro era motherfuckers. But all I'm saying is, you're talking shit about Kirk Knight. Kirk Knight cooked the fuck out of the beat on My Town, which we listened to yesterday. That shit was fire. Kirk Knight's a great producer. Didn't Kirk Knight also do Zip Codes on 2000? Maybe. I know he did more than one song, I'm pretty sure, on 2000. And that production on that album was great.
Era like a drop through speaker, broken fry. Just the old ass niggas get mad at the up and coming. I revived your rap career, I'm why Joey buzzing. Nigga thought he was unique when he clearly wasn't. Had them matching haircuts, I know they up to something. Big TDE, what you know about me? Gas tank on.
I also don't love this hook.
Crash out, couldn't get a verse from the HOV. Now you at Diddy house and you putting your back down.
All right, chat. All right. Oh shit, I didn't even mean to do that. I'm saving that for later. What am I trying? I'm at the wrong fucking. All right. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. Whoa. Sean C uploaded a video called "It's Over." And he was talking about Joey Badass yesterday, and it's got Kendrick in the thumbnail. All right, we're gonna catch up. We're gonna catch up first, but first we're gonna scroll through the lyrics, just see if we missed anything. This, bro? No, bro. I actually no. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's look at this. Ew. This is what I'm saying, bro. Like, you're talking about some freaky ass, specific ass shit. He had maybe 3 pretty solid lines in here, but before the spice was Tekashi, and where was you at? He talking about like New York was all like whack because Ice Spice and 6ix9ine. Oh, okay. I didn't peep this. 40 poking out the pegs like a mongoose. I can handle bars. I like that. I like that line. It's not really, that's specifically not really a diss, but it is incriminating being with Diddy, but when did this come out? CJ Fly did drop a diss track on Daylight. If this is recent, this came out yesterday. Do we want to check this one out too, chat? Or do you want to leave it? Because it's probably not going to get a response. We could maybe give it a run. All right, these are the things we're going to be listening to soon. We want to run through this because we can run through it. This was at Daylight specifically.
I just can't take it. I'm like one of those niggas who like, all right, for sure, I need clout too. Let me turn your stupid ass to a rollout. You rolling out and using us? Why can't roll out and use you? If he rap, well, I rap.
Coming for they head, word of Gina views. Heard your little diss song, I was honestly amused. Said that you could use the club, that's why you chose us as your muse. You look like a flying squirrel, so it makes sense that you would move. Stay on stream. Shit about to get real spooky, Jordan Poole. Been a monster, got me go with demon time like I'm a ghoul. He a fool, I'ma head to school this boy, where the kill. Better chill before I put his ass on icy.
I like the Q line.
We cool. Used to live a life of crap, but I ain't never been accused. Try to say that I'm on drugs, you must be sauce like BBQ. You complained about the mix, I hope you love the CDQs. I can tell that he like toast, cause this small fry don't see the cues. Got me rules.
Okay. I like the wordplay. I don't like when the rappers be putting, look. I don't like when rappers be doing this shit. Let me full screen that shit. I don't like when they be doing this shit. Let the people figure it out on their own. That's like on some Mick Jenkins type shit. No disrespect to Mick Jenkins, he's great. But feeding it to people takes away from it a little bit, and it comes off as a little corny. In my opinion. But for the slow people, it makes them like it more. Because they'll be like, oh, I like what he did there. But you're supposed to figure that out on their own. But, you know.
like toast, cause this small fry don't see the cues. Got me rules, come at Joe and you get jumped like kangaroos. I don't care what set you claiming, if you cousin, you brought rules. You some fools, this is beef, you want one done, you getting chewed. Niggas said I'm pushing 40, we both turning 32. I'm a real ass nigga, give a fuck about a bitch. If I whistle, then his ears is perking up, I'll make him sin.
I'll say this is kind of the, so far at least, I don't want to say the polar opposite of what we've been looking at before. I just realized the track is called Stingray. I like that. But this is like, his flow's tough, but he hasn't thrown any like super hard hitting disses yet. This will probably be a quick one to run through unless he starts talking some crazy shit.
I come and make my razzle stomach run and make him shit. On my bully was a Pomeranian next to a pit. And he used to rap like me, cause still it flows what got him lit. I left school cause I ain't have it, it'll stay up out of debt. I was trying to pay attention, said I can't afford this shit. Use a dummy while you drop it with a 4-year scholarship. Making every shot I take like I got a hot hand. Hot damn, know you hear me coming like a Dodge Ram. Was I supposed to buy that?
I like that. Know you Hemi coming like a Dodge Ram.
On the day got banned, bank account like drumline, cause the nigga got banned. And my homie keep a drink, you can say it's God's plan. Quick to spin your cul set like we was watching Knotsland. Next time you cooking this stew, just make sure that it's not bland. You can say a friendly competition, we are not mans, nigga.
You niggas need to fucking rap!
Some of y'all season the moment, it could been treason, but your arms too short for all of the reaching. Shut the hell up! I was gonna cook you and tell you you a disgrace. You really just believe in divine because you pray. I told you I'm a shark and you.
Yeah, I like that too.
I can help you write your verses like Jay-Z did on Still Dre. Just watch me on more time and still clock this. That was midday.
Ooh, like Jay-Z did on Still Dre. I like that a lot, bro. Because that New York help on that West Coast classic.
Like Jay-Z did on Still Dre. Just watch me on more time and still clock this. That was midday. Keep talking about the money you made. I'll make you pay. Could tell you like the horse in the round when you said, hey, fam, I thought you was a G while you talking about Young and May. I wore to expose you, but you've already did that. You took your dick out in public, they never pictured your flash. Public indecency, now you showing your ass. Held a chopper with a pink skirt while you was throwing it back. Then you shot a video naked holding the shotty. You washed
Is this true?
You fold on this dirty laundry. With the ink I murder, so R.I.P. to Ergotti. I'm whipping these ninjas' asses, my black belt ain't from karate. If you did all that
I like the ad lib.
I saw you swat a fly in your vid, now I'm here to bug. The boots you wore fugazi as butters, they look like lugs. How you call a nigga sus and you said that you went for pub?
What? What? Hold on. Where is he getting that from? I guess we're not getting no confirmation on any of that.
Don't wanna escalate things like when I'm driving a Cadillac. They thought it'd be a challenge because he famous from battle rap. I came from wars and pharaohs that travel miles on a camelback. I use cylinder now when I'm flowing just like the cataracts. Give them beats just like Battle Cat. Said I'm going hard while I'm getting stoned like I added wax. Thought they had a pill, but it's all just like some bladder whack. Need to fix up, they out of whack. Always been a shot time, cool as Wayne and as mad as Max. Wouldn't put no bread on this beef and make it a Philly cheese. You the sweetest hood in BK and we call it Willie B. Keep it industry, I well known from Dickmas to Willoughby. When it comes to rapping, got superhuman abilities. Came for hands like a guillotine, been the nicest since NIT. Shit ain't sweet like vanilla bean.
Good rhyme scheme. I like that he had going on there. Alright. The disses were alright. The disses were solid. I like that. And the song was actually good, which is very different from what we got in Ray Vaughan's GoldenEye. The flows were... excuse me. Flows were great. So, I guess we could close these tabs. The flows were great. The bars were still there. Not as aggressive, but also not as disgusting as the shit that Ray Vaughn was saying. Talking about bukkakis, bro. You're nasty for that. That's insane. That's insane. Alright. Daylight Ayo. You know what though? I wanna see some. So my town had Loaded Lux on it. I didn't look into this, what the history of Loaded Lux and Daylight is. Loaded Lux Daylight. What happened here? Is Loaded Lux also a battle rapper? Why is this a wanted battle? Daylight is serious. Daylight serious mode is debatably the best of all time. He's a troll 95% of the time, but when he isn't, nobody is close. After that overrated battle with Rum, y'all still want him to go against Daylight. Y'all gotta be safe, bro. Okay, so Loaded Lux is another battle rapper. All right. Well, okay. So he's another battle rapper, I guess. I didn't clock when we were listening to that track yesterday. All right, we're checking out Daylight's Ayo next. Also, diss track on Joseph Badman. No, I'd never heard of him. I'm not really tapped in with battle rap. Never have been. I hadn't heard of Daylight until he was featured on Might Delete Later last year on Pi. It was a great verse, but I'd never heard of him.
Look at the little New Yorkies. Ha! They wanna run it with the big dogs.
Hey, kids, man, go tell your son to sit down
With the
somewhere,
top
man.
dogs. Hey, yo. Okay, I thought
Top
it was
dogs.
a fair fade. The breathe sample, that was just to show you how I air made. Nothing cost me. All it took for Joe was a cup of coffee. Hard luck, 1 cup of coffee or get a Starbucks. Oh, you sweet, for instance. That freak you mentioned, you was in daddy's stew.
Okay, I like those coffee those coffee bars. He was talking about cups of Joe, Starbuck.
To show you how I air made. Nothing cost me. All it took for Joe was a cup of coffee. Hard luck, 1 cup of coffee or get a Starbucks. Oh, you sweet, for instance. That freak you mentioned, you was in daddy's studio taking beat submissions. Wanna play piggyback trust? You ain't really that tough. Pokemon lover, your favorite one was Jigglypuff. Fight two, let's fill a floor seat. So
I like that bar. That's funny as hell. What's all this beef about? How did it start? It's a long story. We talked about it yesterday, but basically, Joey Badass came out first day of the year, January 1st, 2025, with a new song called The Ruler's Back, saying there's too much West Coast dick licking after the great year that the West Coast had for rap music last year. And then Ray Vaughn and Daylight dropped diss tracks on him after that. And then it's kind of been just like that. Snowball effect.
you was in daddy's studio taking beat submissions. Wanna play piggyback trust? You ain't really that tough. Pokemon lover, your favorite one was Jigglypuff. Fight two, let's fill a floor seat. So contradiction from a 1v20 to a 2-on-1. I assure sleepers war peep. Time to put your core deep. You love first love. They had your ass in the pool sore before meet. 50-foot beds you laid in. 2 Bitcoins and we got the taper you made. Men who begged a different eye. Pop on the average. Brought my op in a savage. Body Lux in Times Square. Go get a Dr. Manhattan. Top I covered all of my tracks to get the playwright. Scientific fact, it take 10,000 lux to equal daylight. This is by.
Wait a minute. Hold on. That took a second to hit me, but I just gotta. That's a bar. It take 10,000 lux to make daylight. Because lux is a measurement of light. I like that a lot, actually. That's a fire bar.
Manhattan top, I covered all of my tracks to get the playwright. Scientific fact, it take 10,000 lux to equal daylight. This is by far second quarter body up 50 mic on. Ray with the chopper, show you this light on. Sheesh. Back to you, Joe. All that acting ain't in the trenches. Don't be acting cool, Joe. Oh, I mean, I snapped for the fences, boy, then brought in my art. Oh, we think I'm gonna go get Kendrick. Here you go.
Yo, my bro, daylight.
And we're finished. Senior assignment, I lean your alignment. Best join New York, got an L with Ortiz.
This
behind
beat
you,
is all
remind
over the
I'm
place.
assignment for weak decline and hip hop ain't equal sided. All the shit we needed to pop was your way, but we was violent. Violate you every way possible. Shit, we fly bait and die with your eyes wide open, nigga. You die.
We fly baiting. Wait. That might be an insane track about CJ Fly though. Where is that? Where is that? Okay, whatever. Okay, it's not fully transcribed, I guess. I want to run that back, though. Yeah, the beat is kind of all over the place. Once it finds, like, a footing. I'm liking the build-up, but it needs to find some footing. I like this. Violate you every way possible. Where's that bar at? Alright, we don't got it. But he's saying fly and baiting. I mean, CJ Fly's last project was called Baited. So...
But we was violent, violate you every way possible. Shit, we fly bait and die with your eyes wide open, nigga. You dilated. 2 fingers over the eyes closed and God show. Body in the street, no name. What happened to John Doe? Why we gotta do this right now, John? No repeating this. Bodies look expensive on paper. Luxury to this, the death route. Beyond what they call a god, I'm the best out. The future is your name. Just take the L, you get X'd out. The toughest play, Joey, I scuff your face. You a muffin cake. Sound up and down on you clowns. Go in for fluctuate. The concrete rubber rap scuffle without the rubber grip. The street tough. That's a double disc Joe on your deluxe. Back by popular
deluxe. I want to run that back. Hold on.
Toughest play, Joey, I scuff your face. You a muffin cake. Sound up and down on you clowns. Go in for fluctuate. The concrete rubber rap scuffle without the rubber grip. The street tough. That's a double disc Joe on your deluxe. Back by popular demand. Watson the stand. You know good kid, Mad City covered, not that advanced. Flo Bronson in the nick of a time. By popular demand, Watson the stand. You know good kid, Mad City covered, not that advanced.
What is he saying about Good Kid, Mad City? You know, Good Kid, Mad City cover, not that advanced. Probably playing on the word van, too. Alright.
Flo Bronson in the nick of a time. There's no
Flo Brunson in the nick of a time? Okay.
stopping, heat out scoring on both of you niggas is Joe Johnson. I flow like the godson. The difference is the Fred got an extra D in the IE. Oh, I'm hoping y'all run. Focus, Joey, this about you and me. Them features whack, y'all killing me. The boy got blackballed, literally. Oh, I'm wild good. Let's take this little second to go talk about childhoods. 1999 to be exact, I was 14. 13 shells running from 12, 11 years is what they tell me. Attendants could never sell me. Had the 9 on me to make sure my mother ate. By 7-6 East Coast, we moved in another space. Joey Watts was live. The time I took L's in numbers, but still I survived. They thought your boy was out for the count, but I tell them stop at 5. Now look at you, my new foe. You Joe, now we headed to the 3rd, but that's where I grew up at. I ain't scared. Any second I'm the one. It's time to spank you gangsters. 50 said it best. All you know about the Grape Street gangsters. G'd up. My brother shot 2 ops in front of my mom as they spent back as I watched them leave us. Bullets skipped my head. I hit the floor with no feeling. The pain was slow. Saw the shooter clearly. Oh, I remember his name was Joe. With all this being said, it's time to make my city proud. Joe couldn't kill me then and can't kill me now. No weapon formed against me. God will prevent it. Told you I ain't all the way human. Heaven cut my percentage. It's a tough member. Life for me was a rough limbo. Different disability. Oh, the doc diagnosed me with UP syndrome. You never heard of it, right? I was sworn in with pain. What it means is I'm a kid who was born with 2 brains. 50-50 vision, dyslexia, autism, got all that. Few things that's unknown. Doc don't know what to call that. The special kid with special needs is no way as hell for a 38 special schizophrenic. Sure, with 12 of us. Mastered what they considered all my flaws. It was God. Now I'm unstoppable while I'm walking all in your yard. Why kick the door? I just ring the doorbell with a smile. Girl pregnant, open the door. Oh, yeah, it's been a while. Is Joey here? Yes, he's in the back. Come in. Soon as she turned around, split her in 2. I guess I love, homie. I told you I'm a monster, not a thug, homie. You find me on your staircase with your baby and her blood on me.
Ew! Oh, God. I mean, he was fucking rapping his ass off at the end. I'm not gonna act like he wasn't. I'm not gonna act like he wasn't. I'm really not gonna act like he wasn't rapping his ass off at the end there. This is crazy, though. Talking about killing his fiance while pregnant. Are you kidding me, Daylight? Don't you think that's a little bit far? Last time you were talking crazy about Steez, Joey didn't even press you on any of that shit for some reason. And now this?
Special schizophrenic, trail with 12 of us. Mastered what they considered all my flaws, it was God. Now I'm unstoppable while I'm walking all in your yard. Why kick the door? I just ring the doorbell with a smile. Girl pregnant, open the door. Oh, yeah, it's been a while. Is Joey here? Yes, he's in the back. Come in. Soon as she turned around, split her in two. I guess I love, homie. I told you I'm a monster, not a thug, homie. You find me on your staircase with your baby and her blood on me.
And I'm like unsettled by that, like very unsettled by that. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for Daylight, but I feel like Joey can just fucking use that as some disgusting fuel, no? If I have it like this when I have the lyrics up, can you guys read them, or do you want me to go bring that like full screen? Can y'all read that shit or no? I feel like you guys probably can't read that shit, right? That's insane. All right, chat. Crash Dummy. Joey Badass. We've been spending about past 45 minutes or so listening to people pile on to Joey Badass. Now let's see what bro's got to say. That My Town track from yesterday was fire. So I am ready. The whole flybait bars, I don't think it's transcribed, that part. I looked for it when he first said it because he was probably talking about CJ Fly. Yeah. It's not transcribed yet. The song's called Ayo by Daylight on YouTube. If you want to listen to it back yourself, just look up Daylight Ayo. Swear it's gonna be deep. We can run it back.
Declining hip-hop ain't equal-sided. All the shit we needed to pop was your way, but we was violent. Violate you every way possible. Shit we
The production was all over the place on this one.
Nigga, you dilated. 2 fingers over the eyes closed in God's show. Body in the street, no name. What happened to John Doe? Why we gotta do this right now, John? No repeating this. Bodies look expensive on paper. Luxury reading this. The death row.
Might be earlier.
Oh, I mean, I snapped for the fences board and brought in my art. Oh, we think I'm gonna go get Kendrick. Here you go.
Yo, my bro, Daylight.
And we're finished. Senior assignment, I lean your alignment. Best join New York, got an L with Ortiz behind you. Remind I'm the assignment for weak declining. Hip hop ain't equal-sided. All the shit we needed to pop was your way, but we was violent. Violate you every way possible. Shit we fly bait and die with your eyes.
Violate you every way possible. Shit we fly baiting. I think he's just talking about CJ Fly there, because CJ Fly, he dropped a project called Baited.
Possible shit we fly bait and die with your eyes wide open, nigga. You dilated.
Die with your eyes wide open, you dilated. I kind of like the rawness of it, to be honest. It is all over the place, but I kind of like it for the most part. Some parts I don't love. Like, I don't love this part.
Here you go. 10,000.
This part. But this part doesn't last very long. But the horns, the end, love the production there. Anyway. The moment I've been waiting for. Joey Badass. Crash Dummy. 5.5 minutes, chat. Are you afraid? It says, "Are you afraid?" on the cover. I can't tell who this is a picture of. That's not Joey, I don't think. I don't know who that is with the TDE. Oh, wait, that might be Joey, because that says TD East. That might just be a picture of Joey cut off on the top. It doesn't look... It really doesn't look like Joey in that picture, though. Maybe he edited a picture of someone else wearing a TDE shirt to say TD East. But let's just run it. Let's run it. I like the cover on this shit.
Joey chewing through shit.
Hey.
Nigga, Joey is chewing through. He chewing through shit.
Kirk on the beat.
Kirk again.
Believe in God, believe in TDE, nigga.
He did not. Take money. The hit 'em up sample.
Goddamn, almost got sick of waiting like a bad doctor, nigga. I ain't got a lot of patience. Y'all niggas back on the clock, and anything past 24 hours is a shot clock violation. What's the current situation? Niggas just clickbait. How predictable? This the angle I was anticipating, and thank you for making it clear to me that I scared, but yeah, I was at the party, but I also seen top here. In fact, we were talking about the same very.
Did he just say I was at the party, but I also seen Top there? Is this Top? Is this Top? Hold up. No, that's not Top. That's not Top. Unless it's a young Top. I can't tell.
Niggas just clickbait. How predictable? This the angle I was anticipating, and thank you for making it clear to me that I scared, but yeah, I was at the party, but I also seen top here. In fact, we were talking about the same very plot here. Y'all niggas going outside, cause I'm the one on top tier. He said,
Hey Joey, I got this artist named Ray Vaughn. I'd appreciate if you would really help me put him on.
I said,
Uh-oh. If that's true, that's insane if that's true, bro.
Hey Joey, I got this artist named Ray Vaughn. I'd appreciate if you would really help me put him on.
I said, okay, top, but you know it's gonna cost you. You know I really want the one who elevated your roster. I'm on these niggas head top, rise to the top.
This hit 'em up sample is awesome. Holy shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Ray Vaughn, I'd appreciate if you would really help me put him on.
I said, okay, top, but you know it's gonna cost you. You know I really want the one who elevated your roster. I'm on these niggas head top, rise to the top like dreadlocks. So we got the whole rap game in the headlock. I'm letting off headshots. I seen this whole shit from afar, the way I read that. Niggas can't walk on these shoes, dog.
Whoa. Hold up.
Rise to the top like dreadlocks. So we got the whole rap game in the headlock.
Headlock.
I'm letting off headshots. I seen this whole shit from afar, the way I read that. Niggas can't walk on these.
I seen this whole shit from afar the way I read Dot. Is he trying to say that he was predicting the angles in the beef last year? Okay, Joey.
Way I read that. Niggas can't walk on these shoes, dog, they dead stock. Lately been enjoying the perks, but I don't mid pop. I pop out and show niggas how they hold niggas simultaneously.
Come on, bro. Come on, Joey. See, this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, chat, I'm not tripping, right? Like, Joey's just saucing their asses the entire time, right? Like, it's like almost like a no diff here. Like, even when they drop their better tracks, like that Last Daylight track was my favorite one he's done so far. But Joey's just kind of washing them up, bro.
I seen this whole shit from afar, the way I read that. Niggas can't walk on these shoes, dog, they dead stock. Lately been enjoying the perks, but I don't mid pop. I pop out and show niggas how they hold niggas simultaneously. Aiming at least 4 niggas. How many more niggas is it really gonna take to drop him? They need 101 Dalmatians just to spot him and got him. My lyrical Drake making them big bucks. I won't hesitate, but these niggas still won't drop like deep tax.
Oh, I'm sorry. That took me a second. I'm running that back.
They gonna take to drop him. They need 101 Dalmatians just to spot him and got him.
They need 101 Dalmatians just to spot him. Got him. Beatbox. That's a spot him, got him song. Beatbox. Come on, Joey. Talk to me, Joey.
I won't hesitate, but these niggas still won't drop like deep tax. Matter of fact, I think they forgot the last time I destroyed an average rapper who tried to take a cheap shot. Now they reminiscing over you like Pete Rock. I ride through the city in that GL Smooth and Maybach. So you know
Is that a diss at Pete Rock? They're reminiscing over you like Pete Rock, or is that a song by Pete Rock? Also, I mean, the Dalmatians just are known for having spots.
Through the city in that GL Smooth and Maybach. So you know I came to do what it do. Is we rapping or we yapping? Nigga, jokes on you. Hey, scare money, don't make no money. I could never go broke, wanna take your money. I ain't laughing at you niggas, but ain't shit fun. You ain't a crash out, nigga. You a crash dummy.
Oh, that's the bar. You ain't a crash out. You a crash dummy. So this is a reply specifically to Ray. He's been talking about the top dog shit. He hasn't said much about Daylight, so I'm hoping he drops a Daylight track after this to respond to Ayo, because it's probably just a response to GoldenEye. Also, the hook, his hook game is so much better than Ray Vaughn's, bro. And Daylight hasn't been doing hooks on his shit, but like that shit was gas. The piano from Hit 'Em Up is gas. Are we fucking kidding, bro? This shit is awesome.
You ain't a crash out, nigga. You a
Crash dummy.
Scare money, don't make no money. I could never go broke, stay take your money. I never as you niggas ain't shit fun. You ain't a crash out, nigga. You a crash dummy. Anywho, ask myself what would Kenny do? Any day of the week, I take on at least 10 of you. You thought you got dirt on me because I buried you? Y'all niggas is hysterical. Ain't no coming back from this.
You think you got dirt on me because I buried you? The 24-hour shot clock is a tough bar. If you put a hook in a diss, it has to be good to work. Oh, 100%. If your hook is whack, like I think the hook on Ho Era was kind of whack personally. It was like the get active, stop acting, or some shit like that. I thought it was a little goofy, but hey, man, because that was the fucking scared money. Don't make no money. I can never go broke. Take your money. That's fucking.
Anywho, ask myself what would Kenny do? Any day of the week, I take on at least 10 of you. You thought you got dirt on me because I
Buried you?
Y'all niggas is hysterical. Ain't no coming back from this. You need a miracle. Joey just spun again. How could it be? It's like he knew it was coming. The future, what he foresee. Have you ever thought TDE was working for me? How the fuck am I your OG?
I like how he's flipping shit from the Kendrick and Drake beef. The like pop out a show, fellas. And have you ever thought TDE was working for me? Because Kendrick said, have you ever thought that OVO was working for me?
The future, what he foresee. Have you ever thought TDE was working for me? How the fuck am I your OG? You older than me. This ain't a fair fight. It's a fucking slaughter.
You older than me. Wait, how old is Ray Vaughn? Okay. He must be talking about Daylight then, because Daylight is quite a bit older than Joey. But like Ray Vaughn and Joey are the same age. So
why you keep bringing up pregnant women? Don't you got a daughter? You really need to get your affairs in order. Last time I checked.
okay, so he's not just talking about Ray. He's not just talking about Ray. That's some shit that Daylight said, talking crazy about pregnant fiance and killing her.
You really need to get your affairs in order. Last time I checked, your label execs was in hot water. The Diddy house single is terrible. You making it way too easy for me. We ain't comparable. When I'm done with you, top won't let you drop like caribou. Guaranteed, this the last time.
Top won't let you drop like caribou. Oh, if you know, you know. Caribou, former Concrete Boys member, allegedly was like mad at Yachty for not letting her drop. But she just wasn't dropping, according to Boat. I don't know the truth of it, so I'm not going to pick sides. I'm a massive Lil Yachty fan, but I do like Caribou's work from what I've heard. I'm a big Lil Yachty fan, but I'm not just going to take his side because of it. I don't know who was in the right or who was in the wrong. I don't know if what Caribou saying about Yachty was true. It seemed like she was kind of crashing out, but I don't know the truth behind the situation. I'm not going to act like I do.
For me, we ain't comparable. When I'm done with you, top won't let you drop like caribou. Guaranteed, this the last time we ever hear from you. Scare money, don't
Make no money.
could never go broke, stay
Take your money.
Laughing at you niggas ain't shit fun. You ain't a crash out, nigga.
You a crash dummy.
Scare money,
Don't make no money. I can never go broke. Take your money.
laughing at you niggas ain't shit
See you, bro. I'm already singing the hook, bro. This is the second hook, and I'm already singing that shit. Run it back.
fun. You ain't a crash out, nigga.
You a crash dummy.
Scare money, don't make no money. I could never go broke, stay take your money. I'm laughing at you niggas ain't shit fun. You ain't a crash out, nigga. You a crash dummy. Time to show the world who I am. I've been a man. I'm loaded up, my clip on jam. I spin again. I'm taking all the shots. They say I opened up Pandora's box. I'm breaking all the locks on all the gates. They try to keep. Bark it off on all the locks. They forgot that I had to reach. Keep thinking shit sweet. When it come to beef, let my teeth sing. Kicking up dust because my niggas really street sweet. Niggas better rethink. I don't throw subs. I throw torpedoes that hit seat. Through your fleece when I speak my piece. I beat the beat strictly off instinct. All the speculation is lame. I tell it plain. I ain't gotta drop a nigga name just for him to feel a flame. Do this for the love of the game. You think it's for the fame? Niggas swerving in in my lane, I take them on the scenic route. I'ma stand on every bar, promise I won't bleep them out. It's demons inside my soul, family, who wanna bring them out? Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Oh shit, he said I'm gonna stand on every bar. I'm not gonna bleep him out. Cause fucking Daylight bleeped out either Steez or Absol name when he was talking about if this guy knew what... if everybody knew what this guy knew about you, they would have jumped off a bridge too. See, like, right, bro? Like... it's not just me gassing him up. You guys can tell that Joey is on a different level than these guys, right? Even the CJ Fly. And the CJ Fly track was alright. It's okay that he jumped in. I mean, he's Joey. That's Joey's guy. Why does my hair look like shit, chat? Jesus Christ. Hold on. Hold on. Bro, my throat. Pause. If I just said that with no context, Ray Vaughn will flip that into some freaky shit. It's fucking allergies. Fuck.
Never the game, you think it's for the fame. Niggas swerving in my lane, I take them on the scenic route. I'ma stand on every bar, promise I won't bleep them out. Demons inside my soul, family, who wanna bring them out? Keep my wife's name out your mouth before you get Chris Rock. We ain't ducking smoke, that's out, bitch, this is hip hop. All I need is a
Wait. Chris Rock bar?
Bring them out. Keep my wife's name out your mouth before you get Chris Rock.
Keep my wife name at your mouth before you get Chris rocked. I can't get over the sample. I can't get over the sample.
Demons inside my soul, family, who wanna bring them out? Keep my wife's name out your mouth before you get Chris Rock. We ain't ducking smoke, that's out, bitch, this is hip hop. All I need is a microphone and a disc jock, and I'ma make this shit hot. Let my tape rock to my tape pop. I do this shit for Big Pop and Pop Smoke. How many more New York niggas gotta...
I do this shit for Big... Do you say Big Pac and Pop Smoke?
Out, bitch, this is hip hop. All I need is a microphone and a disc jock, and I'ma make this shit hot. Let my tape rock to my tape pop. I do this shit for Big Pop and Pop Smoke. How many more
Big Pop and Pop Smoke.
New York niggas gotta die on y'all coast, and still we got mad love if y'all niggas mad cause...
How many New York people gotta die on y'all coast? Damn.
Smoke. How many more New York niggas gotta die on y'all coast, and still we got mad love if y'all niggas mad cause I'm putting off of my section. I should be mad you niggas never asked yourself that question. Pardon me for my aggression. I know that's a tough pill to swallow. I give you time just to digest it. Just get back and I hope you know.
He's not dissing him. He said he's doing it for like they're from the same city. They're both from New York. He said I do this for Biggie, Pop, and Pop Smoke. Like it was the opposite of this. It was respect. Yo, what's up, Kai?
Time just to digest it. Just get back and I hope you know. Keep a rap killing with the flow. Now kick back and enjoy the show. Steer money, don't make no money. I could never go broke.
Take your money. Ain't shit funny. Crash out. You a crash dummy. Money don't make no money. I could never go broke. Take your money. Ain't shit funny. Crash out. You a crash dummy. Take money. Take money. TD East. That bass is hard.
Gather round.
Damn, Kirk Knight.
We are gathered here today to say goodbye to a good dog. Gone right too soon. Yup. Walk on. Walk on. In the loving memory we pray.
Wow.
Peace, my dog.
Wow. I'm down to do that, Storm. I'm definitely down to do that. New setup? Nah, I'm home right now. This is the OG setup. Wow, bro. I want to see what this bar was about. Okay, it was a song by Pete Rock. Okay, I wasn't a Pete Rock diss. The funeral at the end, bro. Oh my god. All right. Ray Vaughn had like a street interview where he was talking about shit. So we're going to watch that. Then we're going to run through this song straight.
Oh, we talk about Hoey. Nah. This is rap, man. This is just rap. It's just rap. Ain't no none of that. You feel me? Like, Joey a good rapper. You feel me? I'm competitive. You feel me? He came for us. You feel me? And we just, I'm the crash out. I'm the TDE crash out baby. So you mentioned Dot. You ain't gonna say it directly, but we read through the lines. I'm gonna be the one that's gonna jump out there. You closer to me than you is to him. So I'm gonna take that personally. You feel me? Oh, we talk about.
Right. I don't know how I feel about that, chat. I don't know how I feel about that. He's tried to show some respect there. Say he was keeping it rap. And low-key, Ray Vaughn has been. But he was talking crazy about the Diddy shit, so I don't know about that. But Daylight definitely not keeping it rap. Saying shit about Steez or Soul. We still don't know if he was talking about Soul, but he might have been talking about Soul. And then talking about, I'm gonna kill your fucking pregnant fiance. All right. We're gonna run through this song just straight through. All right, chat?
Joey chewing through shit.
Hey.
Nigga, Joey is chewing through. He chewing through shit.
Kirk on the beat. You believe in God, believe in TDE, nigga.
Take money.
I said, it's about time, nigga. Goddamn, almost got sick of waiting like a bad doctor, nigga. I ain't got a lot of patience. Y'all niggas back on the clock, and anything past 24 hours is a shot clock violation. What's the current situation? Niggas just clickbait. How predictable? This the angle I was anticipating, and thank you for making it clear to me that I scared, but yeah, I was at the party, but I also seen top tier. In fact, we were talking about the same very plot here. Y'all niggas going outside, cause I'm the one on top tier. He said,
Hey, Joe,
This shit,
I got
bro.
this artist named Ray Vaughn. I'd appreciate if you would really help me put him on.
I said, okay, top, but you know it's gon' cost you. You know I really want the one who elevated your roster. I'm on these niggas head top, rise to the top like dreadlocks. Joey got the whole rap game in a headlock. I'm letting off headshots. I seen this whole shit from afar, the way I read that. Niggas can't walk on these shoes, dog, they dead stock. Lately been enjoying the perks, but I don't mid pop. I pop out and show niggas how they hold niggas simultaneously, aiming at least 4 niggas. How many more niggas is it really gon' take to drop him? They need 101 Dalmatians just to spot him. Got him, my lyrical Drake making them beat box. I won't hesitate, bet these niggas still won't drop like Detox. Matter of fact, I think they forgot the last time I
Still won't drop like Detox. Didn't even peep that.
They reminiscing over you like Pete Rock. I ride through the city in that GL smooth and made back. So you know I came to do what it do. Is we rapping or we yapping? Nigga, jokes on you. Hey, scare money, don't make no money. I could never go broke, stay.
Take your money.
Evidence you niggas ain't shit fun. You ain't a crash out nigga.
You a crash dummy.
Scare money, don't make no money. I could never go broke, stay. Take your money. Evidence you niggas ain't shit fun. You ain't a crash out nigga.
You a crash dummy.
Anywho, ask myself what would Kenny do? Any day of the week I take on at least 10 of you. You thought you got dirt on me because I buried you? Y'all niggas is hysterical. Ain't no coming back from this, you need a miracle. Joey just spun again, how could it be? It's like he knew it was coming, the future what he foresee. Have you ever thought TDE was working for me? How the fuck am I your OG? You older than me. This ain't a fair fight, it's a fucking slaughter. Why you keep bringing up pregnant? Don't you got a daughter? You really need to get your affairs in order. Last time I checked, your label execs was in hot water. The Diddy house single is terrible. You making it way too easy for me. We ain't comparable. When I'm done with you, top on let you drop like Caribou. Guaranteed, this the last time we ever hear from you. Scare money, don't make no money. I could never go broke. Take your money. Evidence you niggas
Ain't shit funny. You a crash out. You a crash dummy.
Scare money, don't make no money. I could never go broke.
Take your money.
Evidence you niggas
But ain't shit funny. You ain't a crash out. You a crash dummy.
Time to show the world who I am. I've been a man. I'm loaded up. My clip won't jam. I spin again. I'm taking all the shots. They say I opened up Pandora's box. I'm breaking all the locks on all the gates. They try to keep. Walk it off on all the locks. They think I had to reach. Keep thinking shit sweet. When it come to beef, let my teeth sink. Kicking up dust because my niggas really street sweet. Niggas better rethink. I don't throw subs. I throw torpedoes that hit seat through your fleet.
That was a fire delivery, Storm. You're right. I know we said not to pause, but I gotta.
When it come to beef, let my teeth sink. Kicking up dust because my niggas really street sweet. Niggas better rethink. I don't throw
On the
subs, I throw
delivery
torpedoes
switch.
that hit seat through your fleece. When I speak my piece, I beat the beat strictly off instinct. All the speculation is lame, I tell it plain. I ain't gotta drop a nigga name just for him to feel the flame. Do this for the love of the game, you think it's for the fame. Niggas swerving in my lane, I take them on the scenic route. I'ma stand on every bar, promise I won't bleep them out. It's demons inside my soul family, who wanna bring them out? Keep my white name out your mouth before you get Chris right. We ain't ducking smoke, that's out, bitch, this is hip hop. All I need is a microphone and a disc jock, and I'ma make this shit hot. Let my tape rock to my tape pop. I do this shit for Big Pop and Pop Smoke. How many more New York niggas gotta die on y'all coast? And still we got mad love. If y'all niggas mad cause I'm putting off of my section, I should be mad you niggas never ask yourself that question. Pardon me for my aggression, I know that's a tough pill to swallow. I give you time just to digest it. Just get back and I hope you know. Keep it rap, killing with the flow. Now kick back and enjoy the show. Scare money, don't make no money. I could never go broke, stay to take your money. I'm laughing at you niggas, but ain't shit funny. You ain't a crash out, nigga, you a crash dummy. Scare money, don't make no money. I could never go broke, stay to take your money. I'm laughing at you niggas, but ain't shit funny. You ain't a crash out, nigga, you a crash dummy.
What a song, chat. This is probably the best track out of the whole shit. This is one of my favorite songs this year, bro. Holy. Joey, bro. Get top on the phone.
Gather around.
There's just so much going on though, right, bro?
Here today
this ending.
to say goodbye to a good dog. Gone way too soon. Yup. Bark on. Bark on.
Bark on.
In the loving memory we pray. Rest in peace, my dog.
Chat. Check my YouTube recommended. Let's see if there's been any development. Not seeing anything crazy going on. Scared money don't make no money. I'm checking my recommended to see if anything done happened. Oh yeah, for sure. That track was amazing, bro. All right, next we're gonna watch this Sean C track. He just said it's over. ... And the thumbnail is Kendrick Lamar on the floor. From the Rich Spirit video, I think is the frame. So I want to see what he's talking about on that. We watched Sean C's commentary yesterday, or listened to, I should say. So we're gonna check it out again. So let's see what Sean C's got to say. Shout out Sean C, chat.
It's getting scary. For my ears, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is getting bad. Alright, so listen, in the last video I told you that this might not end well for Joey, but I actually 100% stand by that because the tracks that are being released at this point is abysmal for the West Coast, my boy. I'm sorry, after that Loaded Lux reveal last night, I realized how pointless this all is. I realized how outclassed people really are. This troll nigga faking making window shop payments, I'm serious. I'm a mannequin, show him displaying, and he gonna catch a fit. He can't hang with T Grizzly. I'm big gaming. The Knicks head coach, I'm putting bait in. What are you talking about? That's when I realized that this was going nowhere. Loaded Lux was the cat out of the hat, the magic trick, and it was a beautiful reveal. I think against anyone else, this would have been one of the best moments in hip-hop for a rap battle. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me tell you why it's not. Enter Daylight. Daylight, oh man. Daylight then dropped maybe 4 or 5 songs in the last 24 hours. All of them booty. Obviously, Daylight's a great rapper. You know what I'm saying? Great battle rapper.
I don't think they were all booty. All right, Travis, I'll catch you.
What did I say about Eminem on that one verse? He has some bars in there. The reason I said what I said in my last video about this maybe not ending well for Joey is he's not going to get what he wants out of this. whether it's bars or whether it's true competition, he's not getting what he wants. He's not getting what's necessary for this to be what it needs to be, because currently he's the only one holding his own, and he's
That's honestly a really good point. I high key agree with that. Because he got the competition he was looking for, but he got it with people that he fucking washes. Like, time and time again, he is wiping the floor with Ravon and Daylight.
holding his own against a West Coast that currently, the face of it is MIA because he's on tour. Even if he weren't on tour, he's not responding. That aside,
That's true.
I don't even feel like Joey is up because he's dropping, you know, these ridiculously crazy schemes or these insane bars.
No, he's up.
He's got some decent bars in there. I don't feel like Joey Badass is up because he's winning. I feel like he's up because the West is losing. Daylight dropped 4 songs back to
I
back.
disagree. Because the thing about... excuse me. The thing about shit with Daylight and Ravon is their disses are still, like, solid. But their songs aren't great. But it's like I don't want that to take away from the fact that Joey's definitely up. It's not like what he's trying to say is Joey's not up, but the West is down. That's what he's trying to say right here. But I really do think it's Joey up and the West is down, because it's not just like the West is dropping tracks that I don't care to listen to ever again. Joey's also dropping a bunch of tracks that I do care to listen to again. You feel me? So I disagree, but I get where he's coming from.
And almost none of them are listenable. There's a bigger beef between Daylight and
Yes, they're not
Sounding Good on
listenable.
these-
Word to My Mother, not a listenable track at all. Just this is. I would never listen to that again. The new one, Ayo, maybe. The ending was kind of tough. He definitely had some moments where he was flowing, but I don't know as a whole.
4 songs back to back, and almost none of them are listenable. There's a bigger beef between Daylight and Sounding Good on these songs that he's rapping over than there is between the East and West Coast right now. And if I wanted to ignore that fact that Daylight just doesn't really sound that great on these
I almost feel like this should be a good thing for the West Coast, for somebody who's actually good to step in, because people who care about the West being up in people's eyes, the rappers who are good from the West who care about that shit, should hop on the train. Hop on that bandwagon of the dissing Joey Badass. Get like a... I'm going to try to think of an example. I don't know if I got one. A West Coast rapper that I could see coming out and dropping some shit. I honestly don't know. I don't know who it could be. But someone who's more relevant and someone who's better. Like, a lot of West Coast motherfuckers seeing this shit are probably like, damn, this is a bad display for the West Coast. So maybe you should be like, let me get in on that and show them what the West Coast is really about, because it isn't just Daylight and Ravon. Trust.
songs, I'd have to dive into the bars a little bit, and that's kind of scary. Not from a point of view where I'm like, oh my God, it's about to get spooky for anybody on the East. I mean, it's bad for my ears. On his Ayo track, he gets to a point where he's sinisterly, and I know that's not a word, but like rapping over this like almost Hobson-esque background music that you'd swear would be the soundtrack to a school shooter. He does this
Ew.
number scheme countdown from I think 12 or so until he ultimately gets to a point where he's rapping about being the cause of death of Joey Badass's unborn baby and his wife. I don't know what this is.
That's whack.
Don't get me wrong. I know what it's trying to be. It's trying to be threatening. It's trying to let you know that I'm nothing to be played with. But it's just so edgy, it's hard to take serious. Tie that into the fact that you're dressed down in an all-black garb in your apartment. What are you doing? And I know this is nothing new for Daylight. He's been with the antics. He's been a troll. But it's way more self-defeating than anything. And that's what a lot of people don't understand about the Hard Part 6, for example. The battle ended not because Kendrick was besting Drake, which he was. It was ended because Drake shot himself in the foot on that record.
That's
when
true.
Daylight ends the song on Word 2, he has a bar at the end of it that can easily be interpreted as a shot at Capital Steez's suicide. He later on drops a track later today called Word is Bond, I think, where he clarifies that wasn't aimed at Capital Steez. It was actually aimed at Ab Soul.
It was about
He
Ab
talks
Soul.
about how much he appreciates Steez and how much he actually has admiration and respect for Joey, how this is great for hip-hop, and how he can't believe that everybody's here now doing their thing. And I felt like, is this like you bowing out? Is this you waving the white flag? It's such an awkward track to get in the middle of you dropping
I don't know if I even
additional
peeped that.
disses on the same
We might have
day.
to peep that
What
after this.
are you doing? If you have to clarify anything that you're saying in your battle due to it potentially being misinterpreted because you were so loose with your words, is that not a failure on your part? Making an apology track in the middle of it because you've just been saying anything over the last 5 records is a sign to me that you need to be a little bit more calculated with the things that you're saying and rapping about. Daylight is beating himself. He's shitting the bed and wetting himself all on his own. Joey has not said anything to Daylight that has been that scathing for him to look as bad as he does right now. Next victim, Ray Vaughn. I'm not saying that Ray Vaughn is trash. He's actually got a pretty good mixtape that he just dropped I think people should look at. That being said,
plan to,
he is
actually.
not prepared for this battle at all. Joey has bested him at every front. Had better lines than him on every front. On Ray Vaughn's latest track, he's talking about bukkakis, trivializing Diddy's allegations to use against Joey when Diddy and Joey don't even have strong enough ties for this to be scathing. I'm not unironically looking at this and then looking at Joey different or weird because you were in the same room as him at one point. He was on your record and y'all danced on a video together. I could see if Joey was any of Diddy's close affiliates and you tried to make this a point of contention for your track because it makes more sense, the connection you're trying to establish. But this is just so loose, and for you to dive into it as heavy as you do for the entirety of the record just comes off as weird. Tie that into the fact that Kendrick was also at one point associated with Diddy. Another example of not a very close affiliation, but open and
Top,
examples
like
of
Joey
some
said on the track, like
association.
Top.
It makes this whole angle fall flat on its face. One of the craziest parts of all of this is Ray Vaughn's lack of awareness. He's calling niggas that were on Pro Era a group that was making a lot of headway, making a lot of waves in the early 2010s. He's basically calling them nobodies, fell off, and you don't have hit records. Buddy, do you own a mirror? Not even a mirror. You don't own a plaque.
That's the shit I was saying, because that is almost valid to say. But at their peak around the 1999 era, people were talking about the Pro Era guys. But to say they fell off and they're washed and nobody's talking about them now is valid, I would say. But like I was saying when we were listening to the track, that applies to you too, Mr. Ray Vaughn. You're irrelevant too. Outside of this Joey Badass beef, you've been irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? So like, I like how Sean C put it. Look in the mirror, bro.
How can you talk like this? I get the bravado, and I understand you got to be delusional sometimes when you're a rapper, especially when you distance. Sometimes you got to take it kind of far. You got to make up theories. Sometimes you got to reach for the stars.
That
I
ass.
understand that. But like when the criticism that you applying to others can easily be applied to you, you probably shouldn't throw it out there. Is my only, advice. He called you gay Vaughn once, and your response was, "Oh, well, at least I don't like bukkakis." What the fuck are you talking about? This was dropped on TDE's YouTube channel. Loaded Lux in one verse has been more impressive than every single person that has rapped in this battle so far, and that is bad. I don't care if he's on East Coast or West Coast side, Loaded Lux. The fact that he just jumped in and is single-handedly carrying this entire thing in my
I don't know
head for
about
what it could be
that,
is
but
bad. And I'm not saying
his
Joey
verse was
ass.
tough.
Joey's standing firm. He's standing tall. He's handling himself well, but he's not going to get that competition that he won out of these guys. And Kendrick's not going to reply, and I just feel like it's only going to get worse from here. There's going to be more tracks that keep dropping from people that you might not have ever heard of before. And I think that's okay for discoverability. But for what this battle is supposed to be, holy shit, will it be forgotten in 2 weeks? Hit a J3 drop the track. Oh my fucking God.
Hit a J3, bro.
Everybody keep your songs. I hate what the standard for loving hip-hop has become. I really do. I hate that in order to love hip-hop, you got to just co-sign pointless beef, pointless rap battles. Y'all remember those label collabs? Those cypher performances? Y'all remember Cruel Summer? Y'all remember that? Those are some of the most fun times when rappers would hop on each other's tracks and everybody would see who had the best freestyle or whoever had the best cipher. When Big Sean got all of Detroit involved for the Detroit freestyle at one time. When niggas hopped on Click. Y'all remember when Rocky and Kendrick and Joey and Danny Brown and Action Bronson did One Train. When Drake, 2 Chainz, and Kendrick and Rocky did fucking Problems. Y'all remember Swagger Like Us and Protect Your Neck? The Flavor in Your Ear remix? Y'all remember Black Hippie remix on that part?
On that
when
part,
I think about rap competition, those
that
are
part,
the moments that I think about. Moments where rappers
forever
were incentivized to be their absolute best pen-wise so that they couldn't get shown up by whoever else was on the track. That was when you stepped up lyrically. That was when you tried to do your absolute best because you knew that everybody that was listening was going to compare you to the guy that just went after you or the guy that just went before you. That's competition to me. This is some bullshit. I mean, bro, what if you want to talk about considering hip-hop, why don't y'all make good music? I don't need y'all to fight. Why? Because nobody's making no money off of that. There's no stakes to that because nobody cares. We're not putting parlays on who's winning.
To be fair, though, to counter argue against that, without there being some beef to it, Daylight and Ray Vaughn are not getting on no cipher or no song with someone as big as Joey Badass is. So technically, in terms of people talking about them, this is good for them. And that's why they did it. That's why they did it. Ultimately.
Between Reason, Ray Vaughn, and Joey Badass, the odds are not worth it. They're not. I had a question mark in an exclamation point above my head when I heard Lux on that recent song that Joey did. I had a question mark, and I was like, Like, that got me out of my head. It got me out of my seat for a second. Like, maybe this is worth something, but it's not. I'm gonna be honest, it's not. Unless Lux and Daylight, have plans on initiating a battle rap, then really, like, it's still, I'm still in the same boat. I'm still at square one, feeling the same way I felt about this since day one. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's where I'm at. Hopefully this gets some legs. You know what I'm saying? We get a little bit more steam. We can, transition into something more interesting and more polished and more for the music, for the fans, you know what I mean? Because this, nobody, y'all can lie to me as much as you want to lie, but you're not going to listen to this beyond 2-3 weeks. I'm sorry. It's just not happening.
Those Joey tracks are going to be in constant rotation if they come to streaming.
There's other shit. I promise you. Just start looking.
All right. Well, I don't hate all those takes. I don't 100% agree, but I don't hate all those takes. I'm going to pull up My Town because I want to look at that Lux verse again. I want to find that the T Grizzly shit. All right, because I remember the mannequin shit. Faking, making window shop payments. I'm serious. I'm a man and can show 'em. Displaying, and he gon' catch a fit he can't hang with. T Grizzly. I'm big gaming. The Knicks head coach. I'm putting pain in. That's insane. I mean, based on this, Lux could probably do some shit to Joey if they were to get into actual rap beef, like written diss track rap beef. But obviously, they're on the same side here. So I want to see Loaded Lux battle rap Daylight, I guess is what we're getting for. But man, Kirk Knight cooking with production. Left, right, and center everywhere, bro. Holy shit. Obviously, it's still Joey up. It should be over. It should have been over. I don't need more from anybody unless someone more important and someone better is going to step up and talk to him nicely. So, I genuinely, I don't know. I wish it could go somewhere, but I just don't think it will. I just don't think it will. Again, I agree that Joey is just absolutely saucing the fuck out of everybody else right now. So, I don't know, man. It's just like, man, there's motherfuckers I don't give a fuck about dropping shit, bro. Hit a J3. Daylight dropped 2 songs since Crash Dummy came out, bro. We could peep them. And Hit a J3. I'm not peeping no Hit a J3 Like, come on, bro. You got a song called I Can't Hold You This, Got me working overtime. Bro, it's like the NBA versus fucking elementary school, bro. He dropped 2 songs an hour from each other, bro. This one's only 2.5 minutes. We could check it out. I'm sorry. Joey drops a nuke of a diss track, sampling Hit 'Em Up, and your response is to sample Careless Whisper by George Michael on a diss track, bro? What?
I'm going in. I just show you how to body 2 friends. But we was big boy, bottom boy, put your pants on. Every boy so bad he made a dance song. Boy, I'm going ape shit. I'm going ape shit. I'm going ape shit. I'm going ape shit. Hey, what's up with the rap? So I was drowning shit. 2 tracks out the gate. It's ugly, oh, I'm down and shit. Told you I'm not like you niggas. Oh, your pride finished. I see a shark in the water, bitch. I dive in it. About to throw up game sign.
What is this trash, bro? What is this bullshit?
I do this for the main line. I'm about to hit my rally and my Ricky at the same time. Oh shit, you don't know, man. TikTok, make a new dance, hit the joint. Watch a nigga slide like a piece. This is not debit. Fuck with his feet, take his foot off his prosthetic. Go fast, drop a clear white flag. Shit that he kicks gone. Different type of wolf. I eat the body, then lick the bones. Dog him out. Top told me, oh, start him out. Speak.
Different type of wolf. I eat the body, then lick the bone. Pause. What are you talking about, Daylight?
Then lick the bones, dog him out. Top told me, oh, start him out. Speaking of a star, like you're in a spot to call me out. You not, nigga. All rap, how I got to the top, nigga. Rubik's Cube light. I'm a block spinner. Okay. I'm going in. I'm about to show you how to body 2 friends. But we was big boy, bottom boy, put your pants on. Every boy so bad he made a dance song. Boy, I'm going ape shit. I'm going ape shit. I'm going ape shit. I'm going ape shit. Once upon a time, OY ran the gang. Phone flex, vibe, double XL was king. Hated on my city, but we came with no remorse. Back when the Mecca literally was the source. No cap niggas was heroes. West MCs with bars, thought we had zeros. Speaking of the source, the next bar is free throw. We came back stronger than Benzino. I dog shit, get his exercise. I gotta walk shit. I hawk spit. Streets in the body, go get your chalk kid. I line him up.
Benzino, bro. What?
Please pardon me. Slap, yes, I shape up fresher than Steve Harvey. Hey, hey, this is slap. On God, and it ain't no cap. I went up on your boy A&Y. Time to keep it true. I sit a bitch down with all that talking, killing from Gina View.
This shit sucks. This is the worst song in the whole thing. I don't think we listened to no Hit a J3 track. I don't think we listened to no AZ Chike track. I don't think we listened to no fucking, I don't even know what other bullshit ass fucking West Coast irrelevant ass rappers dropped. That shit was atrocious. Alright, word is bond. This one where he was like backpedaling, talking about steez, I guess. Like, much better beat.
We're gonna walk you down real slow.
We gonna walk you down real slow? This doesn't sound like no diss track though.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Sure, Daylight.
See that bar about the bridge? It wasn't for steez, it was for soul. The very thing that you sold to be cold, living sober. It was hard watching my friends grow older. Suicide, taking the conscious ones, the bridge really over. Man, I wish Steez was alive so he could see this shit live. Hip-hop thriving, look what we did. I put my G's to the sky. Steez, I miss you, this shit for rap beef. Me and Joe don't got issue. Your face tatted right on my own.
This shit for rap beef, me and Joe don't got issues. But you still said some crazy shit about Ab-Soul, and I thought you fuck with Ab-Soul. If the whole world knew what Ab-Soul knew about you, they'd jump off a bridge too? You're saying Ab-Soul tried to commit suicide because of something that he knew about Joey Badass. Come on, bro. And you're saying it's just beef, we don't actually got any issues. And then you're saying some fucking, I'm gonna kill your fiance while she's pregnant with your child. Come on, bro.
So that the world can't forget you next to Nip, Prodigy X, or what do y'all got in common? This is bigger than rap. Some depths came from the things we was rhyming. It was scary stuff. Remember the day that Joe made America was blocked from all of the algorithms. Government scaring us. They knew they couldn't take me out, so they just shadow banned everything. But what they didn't know is light come from the sky to touch everything. I know that I'm chosen. I could see a part of God's aim. You and I ray for this moment. We got Vaughn in our names, but it's something that they got mixed up about. Angel book typos, angel wings, body and humans know the way that this might go. Ain't no quitting. You keep forgetting to respect your religion. You Jehovah Witness, you know the holiday is forbidden. Look to the sky and say that this gonna be better. On my soul is 47.
Daylight, you gotta stop trying with the hooks, bro. Since high you, bro, your hook's been ass, bro.
That's on my soul is 47 forever. Word. Watching y'all on YouTube, I wanted to be a part. It was dope watching Jamar Milton mixing knowledge with art. My mind was tender back when I seen that Dime was the prime contender. Fly the spinner, Joe was snapping so hard. See the guy from Sinners, I was locked in. First time on the East, jumped on the Metro. Random DM on Twitter, that's how I met Soul. He introduced me to 47 shit. I saw the masterpiece. Side note, two cats dope as hell.
Are we not gonna act like the shit he said if it's about Ab-Soul? That's mad disrespectful to Ab-Soul, isn't it? Like, that's kinda... If I'm Ab-Soul, I'm not taking that lightly.
Ratchet Pete from that day, I was loving the shit that y'all did for hip-hop. Y'all reminded me of the times when it's Pac, Big Nas, Discogs. There was something different about you, Steez. I felt connected, and that was the fact that both of us felt like we unconnected. We was both fighting with knowledge and still try to hold our demons. And then I noticed that we both did a song called Robot Freedom, talking about how we gon' break out the Matrix. I can't forget it, and one day you really did it. Look to the sky and say that there's gonna be
You
better.
Pretending to cry, bro?
Really did it. I felt connected, and that was the fact that both of us felt like we unconnected. We was both fighting with knowledge and still try to hold our demons. And then I noticed that we both did a song called Robot Freedom, talking about how we gon' break out the Matrix. I can't forget it, and one day you really did it. Look to the sky and say that there's gonna be better. On my soul is 47 forever. Steez, we miss you. Look to the sky and say that there's gonna be better. That's on my soul is 47 forever.
What the fuck did I just listen to? Chat. Was that not the wackest shit you ever heard? I mean, the song the song itself wasn't bad, but I can't hold you. This some ass. I can't hold you. This So are you done? You giving up? Is that it, Daylight? I never even listened to your. I don't think I need to, though. I don't think I need to, chat. Because what the fuck? I guess it's fucking over. We're not gonna react to that Miles track. Sorry. I already done heard the funniest part of it, so. I mean, like, I guess that's it. I guess it's over. I guess Daylight just kind of stepped out. I don't know what the deal is with Ray or Joey at this point. That was some whack shit, chat. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That was some whack shit. That was some real whack shit. The whole step back into like well, we really fuck with each other. Like, you're talking crazy and then saying that. Like, I feel like Joey should just fucking nail in the coffin his ass at this point, low key, right? Because there's no way Daylight can come back to dissing him after, like, being so meta about it. It wasn't even a diss. It was just an apology. But still, saying that shit about Ab-Soul is disrespectful as fuck. Is it not? Saying if the whole world knew what Ab-Soul knew about you, they'd jump off a bridge too. Talking crazy about Ab-Soul attempting to take his own life. Is that not insane? Especially if you're, like, cool with Ab-Soul. That's crazy. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Alright, chat. Well, honestly, I had a couple other things queued up that we honestly don't really need to check out right now. We already been live almost 2 hours. So I think we're just going to call it here for tonight's stream. So that being said, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all had a good time. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that sub button. What do you say fuck me for? But, yeah, we're going to keep following this if it goes any further. I can't imagine it goes any further than, like, maybe one more track from Ray, one more track from Joey. But that was great. Joey's obviously up as always. That track with the Hit 'Em Up sample. Crash Dummy, that shit was tough as hell. And that's all I got for you guys. Make sure to subscribe. And hit that notification. And I will see all of you in the next one. Deuces.